Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Hookah Anonymous, and you are now rocking with Mickey Truth. She live up to her name, not the fame. So make sure y'all subscribe to her channel and stay updated on what's real. Bye.
Coming from where I come from, they doubted me, but I came up. I made it through the storm, trying to conquer the world. I made it through the storm, trying to conquer the world. Coming from where I come from, they doubted me, but I came up. I made it through the storm, trying to conquer the world. I made it through the storm, trying to conquer the world.
Good reporting ass Mickey.
We love you, Mickey.
Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to pull up on your girl, Mickey Truth. We is live with it. What's up, Truth Team? What's up? I know a lot of y'all hit me up yesterday like, Mickey, what's up? What we doing? Yeah, I couldn't even try to go live yesterday, okay? I'm still not 100% back to normal. What's up, Blue? But I am here, okay? Because I don't know what's going on down there in Fulton County, but they done lost their doggone minds, okay? They done lost they off their rockers right now. Yeah, so we're gonna get into YSL and all that's going on. I thought I saw something when, hold on. But I might have been tripping. But I thought I saw something. But now I don't see no videos on this. So I might have been tripping. But anyway, so y'all make sure y'all hit the like button and subscribe. Tell everybody to pull up. But hold on, before we get into it. Y'all see I'm a little discombobulated. But anyway, before we get into it, let's get into the disclosure and disclaimers. Y'all already know all information contained on this live is for entertainment, heavy on the mother effing entertainment, educational purposes only. All information used on this live is per the Fair Use Act, and any conclusion that you draw is on you and your mama, not nobody on this channel, this panel, or in this chat. And another disclaimer for those who have not read the description to my channel, I am not a lawyer. Nothing I say should be used as legal advice because it's not legal advice, okay? If you do need legal advice, however, you can go talk to an actual licensed lawyer or attorney of your choosing, all right? And like the disclaimer says in the video, that you can actually see the consequences of anything that you try to run with from the channel is definitely on you, all right? So with that being said, hey, just sit back, enjoy my opinion based off my free thoughts of what I'm listening to. And y'all let me know what y'all think in the chat. Let's get started.
You can't handle the truth.
They can't handle the truth, okay? Yeah, give me a second. So, like, right before when I was supposed to be recording, yeah, right before when I was supposed to be getting ready for the live, I was on IG Live, and I got thrown off, so I didn't have all my links together. But okay, let's get into it. Hold on, let me share the live. Because I'm telling y'all to share, and I haven't even shared my own live. Share. I'm gonna get it together, y'all. All right, first and foremost, chilling, Blue, chilling. It's so much going on, okay? It's just so much going on today. And then I'm already running off of like maybe, I might be 78% all right. So, all right, we're back. Listen, first question I got yesterday by multiple people was, it's 5 o'clock and we don't have a response by the DAs or the state prosecutors in the YSL case. And I'm like, whoa, really? I'm like, so they're just not going to respond, right? 42 minutes later, we get a response. Okay? 42 minutes later. Now, a lot of people's asking me, like, what does that even mean to, like, submit something late? And it's really like, it's definitely bad. It's kind of like, y'all know, for those who ever did like been in college or hell high school, you know, like you had some teachers that may be lenient on late assignments, some that be like, no, if it's late, is no good around accepting it. Well, when it comes to judges, it's like the same concept. It's definitely frowned upon, right? For sure, for sure. Now the question is, will this judge be real strict on the prosecution or not? I personally, because it's, for one, you're not just late on the first request. You're late after asking for a delay for a 48 hours. Matter of fact, let me pull that up. Let me go over here to Twitter real quick. Shout out to Thugger Daily. I know he got all that on his page. I'm saying he, I don't know if it's a he or a she. And just, yeah. Hold on. Because it was a particular wording that she used in that when she asked for it. I want to highlight while we talk about this. Where is that? Where is that? Where is this? Oh, not that. Okay, is it? No, not that. No, not that. Not that. God dang, where is it? How long ago was it? When I say Thugger Daily, definitely put all the stuff on Twitter. He put all the stuff on here. I'm trying to find the one. Okay, here we go. Okay, not here. Dang it. Hold on, y'all. Jody, what's up? It is a mess, and I'm over here trying to look through these documents. Because at this point, like, you got to keep up with what's going on. Bosses, what's up? I'm trying to look for the states. Oh, I need a word. I need the word into it. Okay, here we go. So again, shout out to Thugger Daily, okay? So I wanted the exact word into it. Blue Side asked couple was Thugger Daily, was a male or female, but I haven't got a response. I know, I think the local paper interviewed them. Maybe if I just read it, you know, I probably could know. But Lamar said love was better off not even submitting that motion. Okay. So so boom. If this last paragraph on her original request for extension, okay, Love said, as a result of the unexpected medical emergency, the state of Georgia respectfully moves its honorable court for an extension of 48 hours to file the state's response to the defendant's motion to recuse. The state believes it is imperative to the ends of justice that this matter of motion be resolved expeditiously as possible. The state will act without delay in submitting the state's response. Y'all hear that? The state will act without delay in submitting the state's response. Then it goes on to say, we ask for a 48-hour extension only to ensure that the matter is properly addressed by the state, given the unexpected recent set of circumstances. Now, that's what she told the court, okay? She told the court that, okay? She said without delay. So, when everybody was hitting me up saying, hey, it's 5 o'clock, Brian Fielding dropped 3 more motions. We don't see nothing from the state. I was like, wow. So it had me, I was kind of a little sluggish, but it had me like, okay, let me, look around, see what's going on. So of course the paperwork came out. If y'all see right here, 5:42 p.m. Now to some, okay, for some, might be like, oh, it's only 42 minutes, but listen. if you had court at 9 a.m., even though they don't call you to 11 a.m., if your ass ain't there at 9 a.m. and they decide to call you at 9 a.m. and your ass 42 minutes late, you got a warrant. Y'all ever been to court and heard somebody get called and some judges may say, okay, put them to the side, we're going to call again. Some be like, oh, we're going to go ahead and issue a show cause warrant, a bench warrant. If the defense misses a deadline to submit a motion, they fuck. Like, timing is real important when it comes to the legal system. So for the state, and y'all know I don't care for DA Love at all, okay? At all. As far as what she's doing on this case, because I don't know for real. I don't too much. She throw tantrums, she's whining, and at this point, she's a liar, okay? So, because submitting this motion 42 minutes late is an insult. It's an insult to the original document that she wrote asking, okay? Asking for 48 hours and said she was going to be timely in providing a response. Blue, okay, they will lock you up for real for being late. They can't wait all day to call you. But, hey, your ass better be there whenever they do call you. This was not timely. So I feel like as a judge, the judge should see this as a slap on her face. Because not only did you ask to be for 48 more hours because you couldn't meet my original deadline, you then was late meeting that extension that I granted you. And then the kicker is this, y'all. This the kicker. The kicker is, what the fuck did she submit? Like, what the fuck did she submit? Because shout out to Katnap Williams. I was on her platform listening to her read it when I officially heard it. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Jody said she's been late on almost everything in this trial and nothing has been done about it. About hit rolls and eye rolls, boys. Yes, girl, I can't stand seeing her at that seat doing all that crazy stuff for real. Give me 1 second. Oh, they going crazy on that post. All right, so I'm like, okay, she about to boom. But first and foremost, like, you just hold on, I'm trying to make this bigger. If you just look at the introduction, okay. For one, like I told y'all in my video recap, she don't even follow directions for real. Because the judge asked her to address or respond to all 3 motions to recuse. 3. She only cites 2. So for one, you don't respect the judge's time or time frame that she provides. But you don't even respect the fact that she told you to answer to 3 motions. You decide to only do 2. And I got to thinking to myself, this shows that she's spoiled. That's why it's imperative to her to keep Judge Glanville on there. And we're going to look at some clips at some point throughout this live to like just really watch it and see it unfold. Now, possibly if we would have been watching this trial from the beginning, we probably would have been more hip to it. But yeah, she out of bounds for real. Now, so again, only 2. Now that what blew me. I'm like, for one, I would use a school example. Y'all ever ask for an extension on homework or ask for something late to be submitted, and they say yeah, and then you submit some bullshit, and they be like, you still get an F? Like, you was better off just not doing it? Hold on, y'all. Exactly. Hold on, y'all. I'm getting notifications like crazy. Off a post I put up. All right. So the shit crazy, okay? The shit crazy. Let me see what does. Hold on. Ben, what's up, Ben? Can't be going in the same direction like Glanville Cookie. Exactly. Lead attorney had another ATL attorney on his live the other day, and she said she has had cases with love and she acted the same as that way. And that ex parte meetings and misconduct is common with love. I believe it too. Oh, do I got sneeze? Hold on. All right, Tucson, I do apologize. We're gonna have some brief moments of silence because I'm still, like I said, I'm still getting over. I could have did a better job with this response than love, and my phone being attacked off my situation on YouTube. Listen, this was a piss poor motion. We're not gonna read it verbatim because by now a lot of y'all that watches me be done went and read it yourself anyway. But it is available for those who follow Thugger Daily. If you don't follow them on X, so that y'all can get it for yourself. Now, let's just some key things. Let's have a conversation, Truth Team. We haven't had a conversation in a minute. Let's have a conversation. So, starting with first and foremost, right? On June 6, 2024, in response to an inquiry from counsel for the defendants in this case, the state announced that Kenneth Copeland will be the state's next witness and will be called to testify on June 7, 2024. After the announcement, the state received an email from John Melnick claiming to represent Kenneth Copeland and instructing the state to cease communication with Mr. Copeland and that Copeland will be asserting his Fifth Amendment privilege. If called to testify on June 7th. Perplexedly, I can't even pronounce that, given that Mr. Copeland was being called to testify against Jeffrey Williams and Shannon Stillwell, who are represented respectively by Brian Steele and Max Sharp. Melnick copied Brian Steele and Max Stark on, I know I'm saying the last name wrong, on his communication with the state regarding Mr. Copeland's intention not to testify. All right, so let's just pause there real quick, right? So just that part alone. So on June 6th, the day before he was set to even get on the stand, y'all already knew he was planning on doing what? Pleading the fifth. And why do we know this? Because his lawyer, right, or a lawyer acting on his behalf, sent y'all an email telling y'all that. What to do, loud mouth? That's a loud mouth. So, hold on, I'm trying to find a video. I should have had it pulled up already. Hold on. Where's the YSL is? Where's the YSL is? God damn. I didn't stream that. It's not called, I don't have it. That's it. Love talks in circles. Real bad. Yeah, love talk in circles. Like it's stressful. All right, I want to watch Thursday 88. All right, that's day 87. All right, so this is the part we done talked about it a lot, right? But this is the part that and again, this is just my train of thought. How could you not know he was gonna plead the fifth in front of the jury beforehand. If his lawyer or the last lawyer of record for him contacted you and said he was going to plead the fifth. And speaking of which, hold on, I don't wonder. Let's see something. Let's do a little research of our own. Hello, again. Oh. Code. Mm-hmm. All right. Let's see which one we need. I think this was the last case. Yeah. Was it? Yeah, this was the last case. All right. Does it have it going down? That's what I'm looking for if they had. All right, boom. Now, this is, and anybody can pull this up. This is Fulton County Magistrate State and Superior Court record search, right? This is what the case I believe to be the last case that little Woody, okay, Woody, I'm gonna try to say Woody, but y'all know I'm probably gonna say Woody before the night is over. Last case, the one that he called that we saw the whole interrogation for and all that, I believe, right? Or around that time, anyway. It's from 2022. All right, the lead attorney on the case is Jonathan Melnick. So this is why I'm not buying the bullshit from the state. Because if anything, right, obviously your office handled his case, right? And you knew that at that time when he was going through that case, Melnick was his attorney, right? So why again did you think he didn't have an attorney this whole time? Blue, I do too. I was just trying to say it right one good time. But yeah, so why again did you think he didn't have an attorney when literally I just went and looked at his last case and saw it, look, and it still say active attorney. Normally, if a lawyer withdraws, it'll let you know they're no longer the active attorney, right? So I would think if this case, what's up, Amina? If this case was so important to me, right? If I was so like for real on getting justice and having no hiccups, because this is a big case, period, right? I would have just did, you know, with respect to the practice of law, to see if he had any active attorney. And Melnick is active attorney on here. So we go down one the last time. June 29th, 2023. So that's when this case was resolved. In day 87, right, and we're going to watch it, day 87, Melnick informs the court that he hasn't had communication with the state attorney's office since June of 2023, which we can assume, okay, we can assume it was involving this case. It was involving this case. So let's go back to the paperwork, and I kind of want to skip through some stuff real quick. But like I said, I know a lot of y'all don't saw. I want to get to the emails. All right. So that's I want to hold them. It's not down yet. All right. So hold on, y'all. Go. All right. So March 3rd, 2023. The bond conditions. Let's go back. March 3rd. So look, if we go back, right, to March 3rd, 2023, order granting bond. So this is in regards to this case, right? So my question to y'all, like I said, we're having a conversation, you know, we're outside looking in. Why are you submitting, right, emails in regards to a case that has nothing to do with this case at all, right? And these emails is in regards to his case outside of the YSL. Remember that. He didn't get any type of plea in exchange to testify, right? So you're bringing up the fact that you were corresponding or he didn't reply to you back in March 2023. Obviously, that wasn't an issue of him not responding because y'all still resolved the case. And look, well, technically they did respond right there. To that one. But anyway, they resolved the case still. So him not responding to this means nothing. Where are the emails where you have contacted Melnick in regards to Woody being, see, I said it already, Woody being a witness to this case? Where are those emails where you said, hey, we are wanting to speak with Kenneth Copeland. You are the last attorney on record. Do you represent him? Where are those emails? Because at this point, I don't understand what these emails are supposed to prove. But that's just me. What y'all think? Because when you said that you couldn't get in touch with the attorney, right, and you have these emails, I'm hoping to see where you have something that had to do with him being a witness, and you're like, hey, you know, Kenneth Copeland is the witness. We need to speak with him. Are you the attorney? Whatever. They don't submit none of that. We don't see none of that. What we do see, fast forward, and that's going back. Okay. The first one we see here. Here's a communication between myself and Ms. Loves which pertains directly to the YSL case. Where is it? I'm missing something. Because where is it? That's all about bonds. So where is the ones about the YSL case? So that's not even a complete. That's not even a complete email. Or am I tripping? Y'all help me out. Am I tripping? Because it go from, okay, March 3rd. Then it got this right here. Here is a communication between myself and Ms. Love, which pertains directly to YSL case. Am I missing something? Okay, we're gonna keep going because I don't know what's going on with it. I don't know. It's like, where's the rest of the email? The state was wrong, but I think Woody was playing both sides. Woody told Hilton Melnick wasn't his attorney. That's just me thinking on my nitty. But see, this is the thing. If this was, and this is my thought process, if this was your big case, because this is a big case, losing this case is going to be a stain on your record. Winning this case comes with a lot of opportunity. If I was the attorney on this case for the state and I knew this was my big case, I wouldn't want to leave nothing to chance, okay? I would have been like, okay, let me just go ahead, boom. Even if it's a quick email, give them 48 hours, boom, you don't respond, keep moving. Like, You don't want to leave nothing to chance. And that's be the problem these days. And I used to say this with Bradley all the time from the YNW Melly first trial. She took too many chances, and then boom, look where we at now. And I feel like the Fulton State Attorney's Office takes too many chances. Now, June 6th. Where's June 6th at? Okay, so June 6th email not even in here. Okay. So it starts at June 7th. I don't know, make sure I'm not reading this shit crazy. No, it started right now. All right, so let's talk about it. So I'll give them June 6th because according to what they're saying in court, Melnick actually contacted them the night before, but they're showing emails from the morning of. What's up, Larry? So I'm not 100% sure if it was brought up on the 6th or if it was just brought up on the 7th. Okay. This is my thing. So on June 7th, now it's being confirmed, right, that Woody has an attorney, right? It's confirmed. Woody has an attorney. No more, if the attorney say you can't talk to him, you can't talk to him. But how my thing is this. If you would have did your research and being that you handled his case, you knew he had an attorney. It's nowhere on that case file here where an attorney withdrew off this case. Like, y'all can go and look it up and stroll through it. It's nowhere on here where Melnick withdrew as an attorney at all. Dang, Woody on probation for 4 years and 2 months. Yeah, he better be easy playing with these people. Jeez, I didn't know he was on probation for that long. But again, okay, boom. Hold on. So now see. So basically, what is his name? Melnick replied to the original email. So he didn't create a new email. He just replied, "What's up, Nikki?" He replied to the original email from the case we was just looking at, which Woody is on probation for. So that right there shows it shouldn't be nothing missing, right? Because if you reply just to your last email, then the one before, the one where he contacted them, should have been their last thing. So where did you attempt to find out if that's his lawyer? And if we know Woody lies, like we know this, we can watch we know Woody lies. We knew that before he got on the stand. And you mean to tell me a state attorney's office that done dealt with him many times didn't know that he lies? Now, when they went into the ex parte meeting, and Woody said, "No, I told you I didn't talk to him." And then Hilton is like, "No, you said that wasn't your lawyer." At this point, I believe Woody. I ain't gonna lie, because Hilton and Love be with bullshit for real. And when we watch this from day 87, it's gonna be shown. And shout out to infamous Sylvia. I ran into her live earlier, and she was breaking it down, and that made me say, "Yo, we need to look back," because we didn't cover it that day, because we wasn't planning on covering the YSL case. But what we know is this, from what we have saw from day 88 forward, is that the state be with bullshit for real, for real. So my opinion with this, as far as to her motion, these emails don't show shit, mean shit, or do shit. Really, it doesn't. Because you bringing up some emails from March that has something to do with a whole nother case, okay? It doesn't show that you attempted to contact them. And you mean, and look, if we go back up, she worded her stuff with so high regard. Hold on. She called herself Chief. Then she say Chief something. Chief Attorney. Oh, I'm not sure. I might have made it up. I thought she called herself Chief something. I might be lying, but hold on. Oh, she did. Okay, she refers to herself as CDDA, right? Everybody's just attorney. Adrian Love is Chief Deputy District Attorney. So boom. So you mean to tell me that Chief Deputy District Attorney doesn't know how to do her footwork to verify if this witness has a lawyer or not? The same district attorney that wants us to believe that their detective verified all the information that Kenneth Copeland gave them before. Now, how does that make sense? So, y'all took, and let's just play devil advocate. Let's say Woody did say he ain't had a lawyer. So, boom, y'all took his word on face value because it benefited y'all. So, and you want us to think that the police didn't take what he said on face value because it benefited them? Make it make sense. It don't make sense to me. Like, if y'all ran with some shit, the police damn sure ran with some shit. And y'all know I've been saying this from the beginning. I don't believe the police fact check nothing. Just like Adrian Love in her office didn't fact check anything in regards to what Woody said about the lawyer. Miss me with it. What's up? Hold on, yeah, I'm trying to get through this. And then y'all know it's Tea Time Thursday, and we still lit. I gotta prove these comments real quick. All right. So I'm just not buying it. Okay. I'm not buying that they didn't know, because clearly, if you did anything, what's up, Addie? If you did any type of due diligence, you would have saw the last attorney on record was Melnick. You contacted him when the last time you had a conversation in regards to Woody. So why didn't you think you need to do it again? Like on some real stuff. If you want to put emphasis on being the chief deputy district attorney. Because if that's how the chief deputy district attorney acts, then we can see why shit go down in Fulton County like that with Fannie Willis or Fonnie, whatever her name is. All right, we're going to bypass them. Let's just get to it. All right, first and foremost,
simulcasting is finally available on.
We about to do compare and contrast a little bit, because a lot of stuff was taking place, okay, with this particular day. Like this day 87, okay, and I just went and got the Long Prime stream. Day 87 is the day that Woody takes the stand, pleads the fifth in front of the jury. That's a big thing too. In front of the jury. You're not supposed to do it in front of the jury. That's something that's supposed to be done with outside of the jury's presence, and that's going to definitely be a appellate issue if this case proceeds and they get convicted. The defense can definitely use that. Hold on. You calling me? So, damn, What's the line doing? Let's skip it.
The inception of this case. I spoke with Don Geary in 2021 about this matter. And he asked me whether or not Mr. Copeland intended to cooperate with the state. And what
Okay, 2021. Let's see something. 2021. All right. So this case that we were just looking at, okay, is back October 2021. So this is the case I was telling y'all about where, you know, he checked his post and all that, you know, the viral interrogation video. So this is the case. Okay. So back here, which makes sense because if y'all haven't caught Woody live, he said basically, you know, they had him on some other shit. Like it wasn't what they made it seem like type shit. I can't remember verbatim. You have to catch hopefully somebody screen recorded it. But so they knew back all the way on this case. So this is, I can assume, okay, they've been wanting him to testify since 2021. When did Thug go to jail? Why is it like it was? I don't know why I thought Thug was in jail in 2022. I could be wrong, but that was even before I started blowing. Well, I got the different spot. My memory here. Yeah, he wasn't. Nah, ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit? Now listen. Hold on. Young Thug, okay, and Gunna and everybody wasn't indicted until May 10th, 2022. But Melnick just let us know they was already trying to get their people together in 2021. Now that adds some emphasis on why. Matter of fact, let me pull that up. That interrogation video that dropped. It might be hard to find this shit because Woody got so much shit going on. Yeah, this one. So we're gonna skip some of these real quick.
Let me call somebody. I don't want to, like I said, I gotta make sure everything's done correctly. I don't want.
So yeah, so another thing, the case that we're looking at is right because at the bottom it says this is October 27, 2021, and October 28, 2021. So this is the right interrogation to this. So keep in mind, okay, man, hold on, let me go back. I know I'm killing y'all with all this screen changing. Keep in mind, these are his charges. Reckless driving, driving while license suspended or revoked, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, unlawful for a person employed by, associated with criminal street gang to conduct and participate in a criminal activity. Okay, those are his charges. This is prior to Young Thug and them, okay, doing anything or getting arrested, nothing. They out living their life. This is prior to this. So now this set the the context into this interrogation. Because they already know they trying to get Thug.
But you're saying you'll talk to us without, I don't know, I'll take you to a different floor, okay? Okay, but if you're gonna talk, I don't want anybody to hear you, okay?
He's going to jail too.
Who is that? Who's in that room?
Mine.
I don't know. Is he a felon? I don't know. I don't know him. I just know Mad Mom, that's all I know. I don't know if it's a real deal.
Yeah, but it's crazy, man.
Okay, listen.
If I'm going to jail, I got nothing to say.
Okay.
And I told you this today. And when you see what happened, you're going to know.
But what I'm telling you is, babe, can you give me a minute to make a phone call so we can talk about, I want to make sure everything gets done correctly. Just
If I'm going to jail, I'm not going to say nothing. I don't want to, because I've been tortured. Y'all tortured me. And y'all still torturing me. I stay away from everybody. I stay away. I haven't hurt nobody. I haven't done nothing to nobody. I haven't. I stay away from these niggas. All I do is try to go over here and live my life.
Okay, please give me 1 second. I'm gonna come right back, I promise.
All right.
I promise, okay?
I'm not opening my mouth. Y'all tricked me last time.
Trick you with what?
I tricked myself, right?
Who tricked you last time? I've always been honest with you.
Okay.
When they came and got you at the house, I got that.
All right. So the context, the bricks are being laid right now. Okay. So we know that Melnick spoke with the state attorney's office in regards to the YSL Rico case before there was a YSL Rico case. Okay. Because he said he talked to him back in 2021. Okay. 2021. So now, would he get arrested October 27, 2021? He just told the lady, hey, if I'm going to jail, I ain't got nothing to say. Now, this is before the indictment, all this. This was when they was trying to get it together. All right?
I got that one. Okay, this is Investigator Flores, you mentioned earlier? Okay. One of my partners. This is one of my partners, Investigator Flores. He works at Atlanta Police Department. I gotta tell you, first things first, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to an attorney and have him present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to you and represent you before any questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand each of these rights I've explained to you and have these rights in mind? Do you want to talk to us now? I need a verbal. Can.
Yeah.
Okay, your friend has been moved upstairs. We're keeping us separate, okay? So, do you want to talk about today? So, you're in charge today, not me.
Yeah. So what happened today, bro? With Brittany Farms.
Wow. She called me and said police had her. They was at her house. You know what I mean? And asked me what to do. And I was like, what the hell you doing to her? So I got my baby, want me to come turn myself in? I'm like, what for what? She's like, probation. So I'm like, shit, why they got your baby? She like, never for smoke. I said, well, like, if you go there, they're gonna lock you up. She like, she knows. You know what I mean? So, shit, she asked me to come get him back.
Where you pick it up from?
Shit, some gas station.
Gas
She
station.
come pick up on the gas station and take her. And I picked her up. Shit, I told her she put me in a bad situation. I feel bad for her. Like, why the hell you put me in there? Like, I'm not gonna tell you turn yourself into no police, but don't do me like that. That's what I told her. And she was like, I'm on me. I said, I understand. You know what I mean? Like, shit, she said she gotta go do what she gotta go do. She cried. I just felt bad for her. That took her to her apartment where the police was, and that was it.
Yeah, I ain't tripping on that. What about afterwards? After you drop off? Where you drop off, as a matter of fact?
Shit, however she stayed, like where she stayed.
Like you drop off in front of the apartment complex?
I dropped out.
All right, y'all. So I'm gonna let this play because I want to hear when Thug or YSL is introduced to the conversation. Okay, so I'm waiting for that part.
She got on the wall.
Hopefully, I don't take 2 hours.
Although the gun wasn't his, as a convicted felon, being caught with it in the car could cause Woody serious trouble.
Okay,
What about
what the fuck is that?
Like, what did you do afterwards?
I went to the landing station.
And one second, you know before when you said about you.
With license.
Somehow.
Listen to me. Listen to me.
You got some.
I'm not the person that can help you with anything.
Right there, that's just minor traffic infraction. Driving with no license, giving no license, or suspended license, and the reckless driving for going through that light like how they did. Bullshit. You feel me? Bullshit. You know what it is. You seen people, I'm pretty sure you know people who done shot somebody and got on a bond. That's nothing. That ain't shit.
I know they're not gonna give me out on bond.
I don't know it's just your legal situation. You see, I don't know that. But
All right, hold on, y'all. While we listening to that, I got a question for y'all. Okay. If I was Woody and that Jake came in that room with his hair on backwards like that, I couldn't take him serious. So listen, I got a question for y'all while we listening to this. It is documented that Woody is a known gang member in Atlanta. Like his court paper shows it that he's a known gang member. This charge, the unlawful for a person employed by a social street, the gang charge basically, was never presented to the grand jury. Do you guys think that was because he gave them what they needed to do a gang indictment for Young Thug and them? Y'all let me know what y'all think, because I don't know. I'm just asking. Okay, they threw out 2 charges, which was the driving under suspension and the reckless driving. So he technically only went down for the gun. But do y'all think they did not present that to the grand jury because actually they was able to present Young Thug's Rico case to the grand jury instead? Y'all let me know what y'all think about it.
I don't know. I can't speak for the courts. I can only speak on what I got going on, what we got going on right now.
So what you trying to do?
The license and just a regular driver. Just that.
I can't afford it, man.
And
There's somebody gonna die.
well, listen, Woody.
Somebody about to die.
Wait, listen to me. Unfortunately, there's a gun in that car.
A gun with her.
In your car. I did a search warrant for the vehicle. There's a gun in the car.
Who was going to die? Like, who was? I've never watched this in its entirety, so like, what the hell?
And you had a magazine on you when they picked you up. Federally, they can charge you with the ammunition. Statewide, they're probably going to get charged with the gun.
I'm gonna get charged with the gun?
Mm-hmm.
There wasn't no gun.
There was a gun in the car.
Where y'all found the gun at?
I wasn't out there. There was a gun in the car, though. So what I'm saying is, so if you want to talk to us today, I cannot promise you anything. I can't make you any promises. Listen to me. I can't make you any promises. I can't offer you anything today. That's not what we can do. We cannot do that.
So I'm just talking y'all gonna go to jail and then y'all gonna decide what years later with.
No, I didn't say that. But what I'm saying is, today, I cannot promise you anything. We can't, I can't. I'm not authorized to do that. He's not
So
authorized
at
to do that.
today, you saying I'm going to jail for this?
So basically, it's a little bullshit. What we can do is, if you do cooperate, we could talk to the DA.
Now hold on. How many times y'all done heard that shit on a TV show or something? We can talk to the DA. And how does that shit play out in the TV show? And here we is listening to this shit in a real life situation.
And let them know you did cooperate.
Informing the DA that Woody was cooperative will do nothing to help his current case. All Woody is doing by volunteering information is wasting a potential bargaining chip he could use later.
Boom. Now listen. Let that be a lesson. Don't fall for that shit. That shit ain't, they don't just say that in the damn TV shows. They say that shit in real life and look at it.
And that's the most, she can make a decision at that standpoint of what's going on. But we can't promise anything.
But I just want to be okay. I did do that. But I didn't have no gun. I didn't know nothing about a gun being in my girl car. I mean, I never do her like that. Now, these pants, I just put them on quick. You know what I mean? I'm not even trying to explain none of this, but how can I help myself? That's all I'm asking.
Like I said, we can't, I can't make it any
So
clearer.
that's his point.
No, it's not pointless. Like I said, we'll communicate. What I'm saying is, I can't offer you anything. Investigator Flores can't offer you anything. We can let the district attorney's office know and down there that you were cooperative.
The information I have, they want to hear right now.
I mean, we can pass it to them.
You say you pass it to them, I'm telling something gonna happen today.
What's gonna happen?
What's gonna happen?
Somebody's supposed to be killed tonight.
Who?
You know who.
I don't know who. But there's so much going on in the city, I don't know who. You're gonna have to.
You sit down.
There's so much.
I just don't. I told you I look right there.
Right, Paul. In this moment, he is telling them they didn't put on. They want him to cooperate, but he's saying that he know about a death that's about to take place. Okay, let's see how they play into it.
What do you say that?
But if you think about it, people die every day in the city. If you can't be specific, so we can do our job and save a life, you can't help yourself unless you save a life.
I'm telling them this. I went to the feds.
And what did you tell me about going to the feds?
This is the murder that's about to take place with some very high people. And the stuff that I know right now, you know what I mean, should be able to help me get out of my situation. You know what I mean? I'm not bullshit. You know, last information I gave y'all was right. That I was just shooting at
Right, okay, and then the only thing you went to jail for last time was the gun you had done far away. That's it. And what did you tell me about going to jail for 5 years? What did that do?
It did, but it
What did it do? And guess what, Woody? What happened the other night when you were on Instagram Live and agonizing everybody and you left and went to 656? What happened in that apartment complex 2 hours later?
You seen that shit?
Okay, what do you think? What do you think was the reason for that?
I'm still trying to figure out.
I'll tell you what it was. You on Instagram calling everybody out, saying, "Come get me, I'm out here."
They're assuming. It wasn't about
Okay,
it.
what I'm telling you.
See, y'all.
Do you not bring Zari and Caitlin out there?
So, so this lady ain't, and that's not Gaither either, for those who wonder, but they know he play games. She basically saying it in her own way. They know he be playing games.
Yes, I just told y'all. You know,
What if Zari and Caitlin were in an apartment out there, and what happened?
I doubt I don't have my. You right. I'm gonna delete my issue.
But what if somebody had? I don't know how nobody got hit the other night. But what if somebody got hit the other night?
You know, I went out that first thing in the morning and really talk to the people. Because the people first thing they do, they put it on me. They had nothing to do with that.
Why are you even out there?
But you're right. You're right.
How many times are we gonna have the same conversation about you putting yourself? Last
I
time you got
can't leave. I promise. My girl needs to hear. I'm ready to fuck away from them. I can't leave. And I'm talking to these people. I'm ready to go.
There's a difference between not leaving and moving to and not standing at 560 Windsor every day. There's a big difference. A lot of people don't like me. I can't go down and hang out in the county every
I
day.
tell y'all this much right here. I know people are gonna go do it. I can get the time when they gonna go do it. So y'all can catch me in the act. I know.
Who's the target?
One guess.
I mean, Lucci's locked up.
Share Kelly.
So how?
She always been tight.
Who?
Kelly.
Who's always been tight?
Share Kelly.
I know.
He's this man. He's obsessed with this guy. He won. This as much as I can say. Cause y'all already tell me.
Wait, you're like, ooh, I'm gonna get lost. You said who's tight with Shell? Like, if your friend's not here, nobody can hear you. Like, your friend's not here. We moved him.
The person y'all just think that I can tell me anything. He wants him. He want him as bad.
So you're talking about Jeffrey.
There we go. All right. So Woody, now again, in 2015, as we heard in the interrogations at court, that they forced their way into trial. We would have never saw them if they didn't. We now know in 2021, which is prior to the indictment on Young Thug and others, Woody is basically bringing up Thug himself. The police didn't mention Young Thug or nothing. He said, hey, basically, I know about this murder going down. And ultimately, they get to the point they say Young Thug wanted to take out Kels. That name should ring a bell because we done heard them talk about, I think it's Shooter Kels or whatever, at trial, who is Nut's brother. So this is the foundation. Now, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I thought what was important about the 2015 interrogations was the fact that Woody does mention some YSL members and stuff, right? However, fast forward to 2021, Woody brings up Young Thug in 2021, right? And now it's saying he's trying to kill tonight, right? Tonight. Kels, who is Nut's brother. This could be the start of the fucking the Rico right here. This interrogation video right here started it all. Let's listen to a little bit more while I finish my food. And then we're going to get into day 87 of the trial.
Why? He doesn't know the backstory.
Yeah, they take me to jail, man. Like I just told y'all.
But that doesn't. But God forbid his kids are. You know what I'm saying? Like there's more to it than like you can't just let stuff like that happen. On your, like, do you think if I knew something like that was gonna happen, you would let it happen?
How it's gonna go down? How it's supposed to go down?
But I tell y'all, they think y'all will be able to stop without me. You know what I mean?
Like I said,
I'm not gonna play with you first.
No, I'm not playing with you either. That's what I'm saying. If you help him, despite what that Joe man did, he's still alive, and we still got a job to protect a life.
He's a waste of space.
He probably is, right? But if we have opportunity to save a life, we got.
But who's to say he's the one that's gonna get hit?
Right, guess what? You right.
Who's to say somebody's mom's not gonna get? Who's to say somebody's little kid's not gonna get? Because guess what? If they would have came and shot at 560 Windsor when you were out there.
The detectives are unable to make any promises to Woody in exchange for his information. So instead, they're trying to guilt him into speaking.
I saw how many little kids are out there on the video. It's not okay. It's just not okay.
You think I don't pay attention every time someone made a noise that the police come right there? I pay attention. You know what I mean? I don't do nothing. That's why I know that.
Patrols they took patrol.
They just come say 656 right there at the light. Just sit there. I said, you know what?
Because you know what?
I know I gotta stop doing it. I knew I have to. You know what I mean? Because like I said, I know the dudes I'm dealing with. You know what I mean? But like you said, I'm putting other people's life in danger. And I know y'all don't want to be coming out and collecting chairs and doing all this stuff here. My whole thing here, y'all can help me right here. I can help y'all. I can stop it.
Because you know you're putting people out of danger. We know you're putting.
I'm not. So that's what they do.
Listen, so you may not be, but people are out to target you, correct?
Yeah.
So who you think we gonna look at when a spot you just posted at get shot up an hour later?
And who do you think they're gonna look at if Kelvin Woods gets killed tonight?
They gonna target you.
I'm in jail.
But what I'm saying is, you and Kelvin have been going at it all week. I've been seeing, one thing you know about me, what is it? I'm gonna look at your Instagram.
Once I seen I knew every post I made, I knew everything.
I heard what she said. She real good at Instagram.
So what I'm saying is, when you're talking about, I got a stick, it's ready for you, he's talking about, I'm gonna send you some bullets, what size you wear, like, and y'all go and you're posting, like, why you gonna repost his Instagram post with the clown face? Like, you know, Woody, that's not good.
Because one thing I know about Kev, you know, he's like me, he really don't want a problem. But if I lay down, guess he gotta come. But if I do that, they got into it and can't go over a dice game. They're shooting like they had no over a dice game. Them niggas out there, I tried to stop it. I actually stopped them from shooting right there. But when I left, somebody wanted to be bold and come back and shoot. It didn't have anything to do with them.
Okay, it ain't had shit to do with them. How they gonna target him tonight?
Well, they got his location. And I got called last night.
All right. So I want to ask y'all this. Because, hey, he's setting the tone for this whole plan. Basically, he just let the police know Young Thug got a hit out on Kels, who is Nut brother, right? It's going down tonight. They're asking him to get more details. Now he's telling this story like, excuse me, I got a call. So look, he sounds believable, right? If you wanted to believe it, he got their attention by saying it's happening tonight. Tonight, the same night he ultimately got arrested, is going down tonight. Now, tell me that would have been a hellified coincidence. Only in the movies, right?
You got a call from home.
The people, I told the nigga, stay away from that type of shit. Stay away from the people. Because you the one sitting in that cell. I told him all of this. You the one gonna be sitting in that cell. Without these niggas, they ain't gonna do nothing for you. And I told these niggas this.
Who are you telling this to?
Yeah, come on, y'all can't probably be all going to jail. You already said next week I'm going to jail anyway.
I didn't say that. I said you're gonna have a hearing. That's all I said.
But one thing I do know you can call someone on their phone and they hear what I have to say. And I can call.
Now, I'll be honest with y'all. It already seemed like a play to me. You know what I'm saying? It already, Blue is crazy, seemed like a play to me. Because he's like telling, like I said, it seemed like we watching a movie. Because he tell a little bit and he said, but you say you can't give me no deal. You know what I'm saying? And then she'll come in again. Now, he already said that this person's life who's on the line is a waste of space. He already said, he said, hey, he's a waste of space. Talking about Kels, again, Nut brother, right? Again, a person we done heard name at the trial many times since Woody took the stand.
I can call this person right here in y'all face with a better background and let y'all hear and see his face. Tell me how they plan on doing this. Or
call who?
The person I'm talking about. I care for him and I hate I'm doing it to him, but
who?
I don't think I'm not gonna say it.
I care for him and I'm doing it to him. This is probably why. Now, you know what? I ain't gonna lie. Now let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all think because we done heard Woody saying it's no secret at this point, he's talking about Young Thug. It's no secret that he has went on his lives and said basically he lied on him, right? He even told the state that he lied on him. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't true. Do y'all believe that he's remorseful for doing this? So this right here is what set the Rico in motion, in my opinion. Let me add that part. This right here is what set the Rico in motion. This right here of him saying Young Thug put the hit out on Kels is going down. Young Thug, like as a group, kept saying them people, this and that. This is wild. This is crazy. It makes me think like, is he really remorseful for it or not? Because he damn sure just put a whole case on their ass just that quick.
You know so many people. I don't know.
This somebody who's close to me.
Is it Young Thug?
I didn't say no name.
Woody makes heavy insinuations, but doesn't want to give out names at this point, which is hardly surprising, since he is getting nothing in return.
Hold on. I'm pretty sure word got around it that you got picked up.
Right, but guess what? Everybody's trying to figure out what I got picked up for. You know what I mean? One thing about these dudes is I'm not stupid.
You heard what said he not stupid. And he didn't think it through. So listen to this. His case was resolved before the YSL Rico came out. Now it's starting to seem a little bit, why wasn't that gang charge presented? Because then it would have, you know what I'm saying? They didn't present it. So ultimately, right, unless you just into like court shit, paperwork and shit, you gonna just look and see like what you know what I'm saying? What you went down for? I just went down for a gun. Like, that's all they got me on is a gun. Because the gang charge never went nowhere. And now I'm even feeling more. The reason why they ain't present that gang charge and why Woody, because that was another thing. Why wasn't Woody on the YSL Rico? If you look back at the indictment, right? Woody only comes up one time in the indictment where it says October 6, 2021, which was about 3 weeks before this interview. The Makion Garlington, an associate of YSL, did receive communication through social media from another YSL member to Woody, aka Kenneth Copeland, stating they trying to indict us on that body. Now, I never specify what body. That's a little suspicious that even before this interrogation, that's what was done.
Everybody know I'm not carrying no gun. So they can't say I got picked up nothing. All they say I ran. When the people try to get right back up, they can't say nothing. Him or that with me, they can't say nothing about him. They say they found a gun in the car. Guess what? Everybody know we ain't in no car. We didn't have no gun in no car. People, like I said, man, people talk, they say stuff, but only thing they can say is I ran. What I'm telling you is tonight, he had a party.
What is it on Instagram?
No, it's a private party. It's a dance.
Is it Diamonds?
I'm not going no further than that.
Do you want me to see the district attorney? What I'm saying is, but what thing is, we can't,
My life is on mine.
listen, your life is, because guess what, if something happens to Kelvin Watts, the first person, like, because historically, in 2015, wait, let me tell you
something. You don't know.
Okay, what?
Something the kids, not many people don't celebrate. You know what he's been doing to me?
I know.
His own people.
But what I'm saying is, Woody.
You know how many people really celebrate? You know how many people really want him? They really want him more dead than me. Because what he's doing, I'm not doing. I've been around these dudes and everything. These dudes pick me, shake my hand now. And they're always buddies. I always buddies shake my hand. It's this dude who the problem is.
And what's he doing?
They the one giving his location. He taking change from them. He robbing them. He going around them, putting them.
But didn't he just get out of prison yesterday?
Yeah, he just got happy house yesterday.
So
he been monitored every day he was in the house.
What I'm saying is, because of the history, and you may have changed now. I know you're a lot more mature now, but because of the history of what happened in 2015, after all that went down, when they shot up Deshaun's house, her mom's house, all that stuff, if something happens to Kelvin, it's gonna look like, especially because of how bad your Instagram posts have been. I'm telling you right now. So
he got their ass too. Hey, Woody is a master manipulator. Like, for real. I told y'all he definitely ain't slow. He may come up. I told y'all when we reacted to the trial. Listen, I just watched him work. He's a master manipulator. Like, this is like, they need to do like definitely they gotta do behind the scenes type, or like, what's the little show that be going into the mind of people, because this man here is a master manipulator.
listen, I can't offer you anything today. I'm telling you that right now. And I want to be honest with you. I want to be clear with you. Like, I want you to make the understand.
I told you,
but
I'm
trying to.
The detective tells Woody for the third time that she can offer nothing in exchange for information.
I told you everybody damage. This on where y'all stop. Y'all see that those blue lights on. They give them another day.
You said what?
Because at the end of the day, man, every time I go to jail, I lose people too. You know what I mean? Not saying there's gonna be a difference.
Well, I know, but the thing is, like, well, what if you get out and something happens to when you know Nate Howard?
Paper.
Yeah, his daughter got killed when he was in federal prison. You know that? Diamond.
I don't care nothing about him.
But what I'm saying is,
that was the honest thing. I don't care nothing about him.
God forbid you go to jail and something happens to Zara, your kid, because you're not here.
You know about me?
Who?
He wants to put me in jail.
Who?
Yeah. Because at the end of the day, I'm telling y'all, you're right, I have been doing dumb shit. Everybody been getting on me about it. But like I keep telling them, it ain't like I'm out here doing it. I know how to keep shit up. I know how to keep them to get big. Man, this nigga used to hang together. I know where he on. If he see that I'm trying to change, I'm trying to do better, he gonna come.
So much with the back and forth.
I promise you, you won't believe this. It really won't be back and forth. Cause I didn't, you just told me so I didn't know. I didn't have under his picture. You know what I mean? Cause he had.
And you reposted it with the clown face.
Yeah, cause he came where I was. Well, he came in Lakewood.
Mm-hmm.
Divas, you know what I mean, stopping by in Lakewood. And he went out there and told them, yeah, I'm looking for DMW. So that's why I started laughing at him, cause why you trying to target deep? You know what I mean? Like, so like I said, but what I'm telling you is, the information I got right now.
Listen, if you give it to us today, like I said, I can relay to the district attorney. It should be on your conscience that if you're talking about he's not really, it should.
I'm concerned about people around. I always been concerned. Y'all might not know, y'all might not think I think the way I think. I feel bad for all the girls that gonna die and all the innocent people they have to. It hurt me every day to think about it. This is not my fault. This is nigga's fault.
But you know about it.
You said that I know about it.
Tonight, you know about tonight.
Because I got a call last night.
Haven't we had to talk about him ruining your life, Woody? Haven't we had to talk about him ruining your life? What good has he brought to your life besides putting money in your pocket?
He better be. But I have to take it upon myself to tell y'all this. His other thing.
But what I'm saying is, he has ruined your life. He's ruined Shannon's life. He's ruined Dee's life. Pretty much. Everybody he touches goes to prison, and then he gets new people. Y'all are replaceable.
Oh, they're referring to Young Thug. So right there, when the police talking to you like that, you already know what they on. they got them. They've been wanting to get Young Thug since 2015, and now their chance. No wonder Woody is start fucking with them.
Y'all are disposable. Make no mistake about that. Because once y'all in prison, he started. Wait a minute. Listen to me.
You can't talk to somebody that can help me out.
They're gonna want more information than this.
Say again?
They're gonna want more information than this.
Okay, then I will.
But what I'm saying is, it doesn't work.
But
like,
y'all ain't gonna leave me out here like they in there did.
Have I ever left you out here?
No, I'm telling you.
Have I ever left you out here?
I went down and said this much shit.
What did I tell you? Did I not tell you that if something happens to you, I'm gonna be upset?
You're not listening.
I'm listening to you.
You think I'm talking to you if I had to get you?
But what I'm saying is, I have never left you out here. When you told me.
Yeah, but yeah, y'all. That's crazy. That's wild. Yeah, Woody probably is gonna be on a promo with everybody at this point, and not everybody, but as far as like the content creators that do more trial reactions and things. I doubt he's gonna really sit down with a blogger right now, like on our side of YouTube, which makes sense because he'll get more of the sympathetic supporters from going that route. You know what I'm saying? He'll get more of an actual support system compared if he came over here, not per se like my channel, but like the side of YouTube that technically I'm on with the bloggers that a lot of the viewers are in want to know, like, why did you snitch? Stuff like that. He's not going to talk about that type of stuff. They're not going to ask him that on the lead attorney, on Infamous Sylvia, things like that. So I think, hey, I don't agree with what he did, but I think he's going about it the right way. And it makes sense for him to do it. But ultimately, it seems like Woody was the one that put the fucking nail in the coffin for them to create this Rico. So when you think about this Rico on YSL being created by a freaking mass manipulator, it was already doomed to fall apart from the beginning because the information obviously wasn't fact checked, obviously wasn't really ironed out. You can tell he's playing them as he goes because he keeps saying, but y'all not gonna do nothing. Y'all can't do nothing for me. This and that. So, I mean, how it's fucked up. This whole situation is fucked up. And I'm gonna be honest, now hearing him try to right his wrong by saying, yeah, I lied on them boys, Thug is a good person, but he's literally at this table with this police, like, Thug fucked up my life. And even police said, oh yeah, he fucked up all y'all lives and stuff like that. So, in my opinion, because a few people have asked me, my opinion, Woody is not on this Rico case with them because he's the one who created the Rico. You can't have, or you could, but you can't have your main star witness on a case because they're not going to cooperate as much to me, right? They're going to be more reluctant to talk if you put them on there with everything. But if you just, you know what I'm saying? Just let them go on a pistol charge, get what you need, okay, out of it, then guess what? That is something. All right, let's get back into this. That's some shit to go down in history, though. That shit just blew me. As the one man set the foundation for the YSL Rico. Whoo, that's some dangerous shit, though.
And what he told me is that Mr. Copeland would probably either be a witness or potentially a defendant in this case.
Oh. Now, we don't listen to the interrogation. Melvin said this conversation was in 2021. This here and what happened after this interrogation, okay? This just solved the question, answered the question. What Melvin just said, the prosecutor at the time said Woody was going to either be a witness or a defendant. A witness or a defendant. Nitty told me to tell y'all two things. Look how comfortable Woody is. Two, the hit was not kill sales. What? Nitty, what the hell are you talking about? That's crazy. That's crazy. So before any indictment ever went to the grand jury, they had this plan in motion already. Now again, he may not have per se pleaded out or to exchange to testify in this case. However, I don't know if it was a proffer, it was something transpired during this case that set up what's going on now. I don't know exactly what it is. Something transpired because they dropped now. Again, if you look back on his case, his Fed case and all that, they had him documented as a gang member back then. When you pull up arrest stuff and all that, they'll tell you like gang affiliation. He was documented. So to drop a gang charge just for nothing, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Woody has a problem. Now this is me saying my opinion, not saying he does, but if his lawyer was talking to the state prosecution about the YSL trial before there was a YSL trial, is get you to thinking again. If he proffered, right, and it wasn't on his case because he only had one co-defendant, if it's not on this case, he's not going to have record of it. He did something behind the scenes that, I'm telling you, it's something. I don't know what. It's something. And see, those are the type of questions I want to answer. You know, like, the fuck something, because you definitely was at the start of this.
I spoke with Mr. Copeland. We had numerous conversations between myself, Don Geary, and Thomas Greiner, who's in the Fulton County District Attorney's Office, who was prosecuting Mr. Copeland for a separate matter. And Mr. Copeland has steadfastly said that he intends to exercise his Fifth Amendment privilege. I have also participated.
So what I'm taking from that is that back then, before there was even a YSL indictment, that Woody said he was going to plead the fifth. He wasn't going to. So that tells me he was already making some arrangements to be a witness, or at least allude to the fact that he's going to be a witness against Young Thug and them.
In a conference call regarding a bond for Mr. Copeland when he was when he had an indictment in Judge Whitaker's division. Present in that conference call was myself, Adrian Love, Adam Abadi, Abby Potter, and Judge Whitaker. And we very specifically discussed the state's concerns about Mr. Copeland getting a bond in that case, given that the state wanted to utilize him as a witness in this YSL case. So, Your Honor, Mr. Copeland is here. I can state as his attorney that he intends to exercise his Fifth Amendment privilege against self-incrimination. He does not wish to testify in this trial. And I would ask, there is no other, he's not on bond, he's not on probation, there's nothing like that. I would ask that he be allowed to leave this courtroom without being compelled to testify.
All right. Ms. Hilton, do you wish to respond?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, pause before she gets talking. When defendant Willis, hold on, give me a second. While I look this up, shit, y'all might know. When did these two prosecutors, Hilton and Love, begin as prosecutors? Does anybody know? I'll probably Google that too. When did she get elected? Okay. 2020? Was it 2020? Yeah, 2020. Okay. All right. 2020. So, yeah, she would have been the district attorney then. Yeah, for that. I just want to know that part.
Mm-hmm. And Mr. Malik, you are correct. I did go ahead and sign this morning. I'll make a part of the record, the court's order giving him use immunity. Okay.
Good morning again, Your Honor. So first, let's give a time.
Hold on, pause. I gotta look this up real quick. My question now will be, so the judge just said I signed it this morning to give him use immunity. So if they was contacted the night before that he was gonna plead the fifth. Oh no. Well, the email said he contacted them the morning of. So my question is, if his lawyer didn't sign off on him signing the use immunity, or did he have to sign? It kind of seems like he didn't have to. Oh yeah. Never mind, I thought it through. I forgot they said it was forced immunity. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna answer my own question.
Timeline of events. Mr. Melnick spoke of speaking with Mr. Don Gary. I would believe.
What does it have to do? Let's cut to the chase. Okay?
So
I mean, all of that. It may be maybe historically.
Because I want to make sure the record is clear as to what Mr. Melnick said as far as his representation of him, especially as it relates to him being a witness in this case.
Okay, all right.
So
I'll let you fill in the background.
Sure.
Okay, go ahead.
So when Mr. Melnick, I believe, engaged with Mr. Gary, Mr. Copeland had at that time either two open pending cases, because this would have been in 2020 or 2021. At that point in time, he had open pending charges with the Fulton County District Attorney's Office. Since that time, those cases have been closed, and therefore Mr. Copeland does not have any open pending charges. Therefore, we have not spoken to Mr. Copeland previously when he had open pending cases. We have only spoke to Mr. Copeland as it relates to his being a witness in this trial. Mr. Copeland was subpoenaed a few months ago.
Pause. Question here would be, If Melnick had a conversation about this case before it was even a case in 2021, with whoever the name was, he said, right? And it was put on the table, he either going to be a defendant or a witness. How can she speak for the state attorney's office and say they haven't talked to him about being a witness until recently? Now, I do recall back in January of last year, Woody was on the original witness list, if I'm not mistaken. He was on the original witness list. I ain't buying that, what she's saying. I ain't buying it. Let me keep this. I ain't buying it, though. But something seemed off.
But as we were getting closer to his testimony, we resubpoenaed him again last Friday, which was a week from today. When we met with him, we spoke with him briefly. I believe I asked him if he had an attorney or if Mr. Melnick was his attorney. I believe my understanding from Mr. Copeland was that he hadn't spoke to him or that he wasn't his attorney. At that point, we continued to engage in conversation. Mr. Copeland engaged with us. On Monday, we reached out to Mr. Copeland to see if he wanted to come down to do witness prep. We did not meet on Monday. On Tuesday, we thought that he was going to get called. He came down here, we spoke. He asked us questions, we answered his questions, and we've moved forward. At no time during any of those conversations that we had with Mr. Copeland that he advised that he wanted his attorney there. We would have obliged that, but I believe that we were having good conversation as he's a witness in our case.
Good conversation because he's a witness in our case. Okay. Could that be also why you didn't take the initiative to verify if he actually had attorney on record? I seem like that statement could go either way.
Yesterday at our final prep session, we spoke with him. It was about 1:00 in the afternoon in the courthouse. When we left the room that we were meeting in, I saw Mr. Matt Shard in the hallway. As we left, we had our greetings. And then it was not until 6:00 last night that I received an email from Mr. Melnick, copied Mr. Shard and Mr. Steele on that email, and advised that his client was going to plead the fifth. In the state's conversations with Mr. Copeland, he had some concerns, and we had told him just in general conversation that we would give him use immunity to testify in this trial, in the trial. Once we received the email from Mr. Melnick last night, we moved forward, Your Honor, drafting a motion in order to give Mr. Copeland use immunity in this case. 24-5-507, Your Honor, lays out that it is the state's purview.
This is why, now I get it. This is why Woody is one of the star witnesses. This is why they gave him use immunity, which Caleb Bump is referred to as force immunity. He is the center point of the Rico. Starting back on October 27th, 2021, when he sat down for that interrogation that went viral, okay, he brought Young Thug's name into it. The police didn't ask him about Young Thug. He brought Young Thug's name into it, saying that he had planned to kill Nuts' brother, Kels. Okay, so I'm about to block you. Hold on. Because I was about to snap just now. So just for the ones who probably wasn't listening or on here, okay, I am getting over being sick, blue street. That's why. And I'm going to let you slide this time. But the next time, only put your questions about the content in my chat. Okay. So for anybody else wondering why I sound like this, it's because I'm freaking congested because I'm getting over being sick. Thank you, bosses. Because, like, I be trying not to raise my blood pressure now and be trying, but, like, come on. Keep it fucking moving. Would have known that. Obviously, you don't watch my content because how many times I said I was sick? Even in my last videos. Oh, he had 2 teeth taken out. Whew, shit. Okay. I forgot where I freaking stopped at. But anyway, let's get back to I forgot now.
Purview in order to give use immunity, because it's only the state that brings charges in this case. And we have decided that whatever Mr. Copeland says, he will have immunity in this trial and in this proceeding. And that has been the state's decision, and the state can make that decision. And we have so done that pursuant to 24-5-507. And furthermore, Your Honor, if Mr. Copeland does not testify, he could be held in contempt. We had that conversation with him as well, that he could be held in contempt if he does not testify, Your Honor. And so the state would ask that the order that the court has signed be honored, and that Mr. Copeland be compelled to testify and not insert his Fifth Amendment privilege and testify as a witness in this proceeding.
Can I respond, Judge?
Yes, you can.
All right. So boom, I see the play now. The play is this. The Rico was third up starting on the interrogation that got put out from October 21, right? They needed, because he ain't playing ball, right? Now he's saying he lying about everything. They needed the interrogation from 2015 to add to everything to make it make sense. Ain't that about a bitch? Ain't that about a bitch? Now it makes sense why Woody is saying, don't put people's lives in my hand. Like, don't put that on me. Damn. That's crazy. That's fucked up. That's fucked up, though. But damn, that's crazy.
You can, Mr. Miller. So, Mr. Melnick, here's the thing. Your client can certainly advance his Fifth Amendment privilege against self-incrimination. I have signed the order under 24-5-507. So I guess have you explained to your client the potential second and third order effects that...
So basically, what he just said is, fuck what you talking about. Thank you, Diva. But what you talking about? The order been signed. He gonna have to testify. He going to jail.
Could occur, depending upon his decision.
I have, Judge.
Okay, all right. I guess the only thing to do at this point in time is to bring him in and determine whether or not he would like to make sure he understands.
I understand
Where he is under 24-5-507.
He is present in the courtroom, Judge.
Okay.
What he has told me is that he repeatedly told the DA's office that he did not wish to cooperate, did not wish to testify, and wished to exercise his Fifth Amendment privilege. But I can bring him up and have him state that on the record.
Yes.
Okay. Come on up, Mr. Copeland.
Mr. Copeland, come on up and have a seat here, sir. No, he doesn't need to be sworn in yet. No. All right, Mr. Copeland, your counsel, Mr. Melnick, have you had an opportunity to talk with him about testifying today?
Yes.
All right. Has the state provided you a letter of immunity or a copy of the order that I have signed directing that they give you use immunity?
Yes.
Do you have a copy of it?
Yes.
All right. Can we see that, please? Can I? I need 2 copies of it, actually 3.
Your sign.
Not yet, sir. Doesn't apply to you yet, Mr. Steele. But it is going to be part of the record, Mr. Steele. I haven't filed it yet under Odyssey. I don't think it's made the Odyssey system quite yet. So, anyways. Huh?
We had a proposed order. We love telling Steele one ain't part of like the fuck. It's my client on trial. You telling me it's not part of this. Y'all talking about it in the damn courtroom. You would think this should have went into the ex parte meeting, right? But they did it in open court. So what was the purpose of having the ex parte with everything else, huh?
But I signed the order this morning, though.
I meant
the manner in which it will be filed will not be made public.
Okay, all right. Which copy's been given to Mr. Copeland? The order pursuant? All right, all right. Do we have extra copies of that? All right, Mr. Copeland, I'm going to mark this as the next court's exhibit in order, okay? Mr. Copeland, can you take a look at that order for me, please, sir? All right, let's just go through it right quick, okay? I just want to make sure that you understand where you are and you have your attorney here. And if you have questions of the court or your counsel, you can go ahead and do that, okay? All right? You have to answer yes or no, sir.
All right.
Okay, all right. I'm not trying to trick you. I'm not trying to do anything other than explain this to you, all right?
Okay.
Okay, all right. Mr. Copeland, this order reads basically, the state of Georgia has moved the court pursuant to this particular statute, which is 24-5-507, to compel your testimony. And our district attorney, Ms. Willis, having determined that your testimony is necessary to the public interest. And that is, and if you take a look at the footnote, sir, I'm sure your attorney's probably explained this to you, that she has the purview of determining whether or not your testimony is needed for a particular trial. I don't even have that authority. Your attorney doesn't have that authority. You can't decide that maybe it's not really necessary. She makes that decision. So, and it's in the public interest. So you've been subpoenaed in this case to appear before and give testimony in this particular matter. And state has provided the court sufficient reasons as to why you are necessary as a witness.
And now I don't even like that shit there. Because now we already know we can't trust the DA office already. And now I'm shaking on this judge too. Because what did they provide to you to make it? Because in that meeting that happened a couple days after this, don't nobody talk about why he's so important. Okay? So what was provided to the court that was so important that they had to force immunity? All this shit sound different now since everything took place.
In this case, it appears that you've been properly subpoenaed to appear as a witness in this case, and that your testimony is necessary in the public interest. So that's how we, as a due process, gets you to come to court. I mean, you were noticed as a witness. They've identified you as a witness. They've determined that your testimony is needed. Because of the fact that you have some concerns about what your testimony may indicate or could indicate in this case, and that's something that you and your counsel have talked about, and I'm not certainly going to inquire about that. But in order to potentially deal with anything that may come out of that, the state is basically, knowing that you have a Fifth Amendment privilege, says, okay, we acknowledge that. We're going to give you immunity. And as a result of that, then you have to testify as a result of that. If you don't testify, then I, as the judge in this case, have several remedies. One of those is that I could hold you in contempt and jail you because the way that you get out of that contempt is to just testify. That's the only thing they wanted in this case for you to testify. So your attorneys told me you're going to invoke your Fifth Amendment privilege. Done, said. However, the immunity has been signed. I have a copy of that right now. So you're required to testify. So if you don't testify, the state's probably going to ask me to jail you. And I'm probably going to do that. So I'd like you to go ahead out and talk with your lawyer and tell me what you want to do at that point in time, okay?
Do you need any more time to talk, Mr. Copeland? Okay. What is your desire at this time?
I'm taking the fifth.
Okay, you're taking the fifth, but you've got immunity, but you still want to, are you going to testify? That's the thing.
That's the question.
That's the question on the floor. I've acknowledged the fact you have a Fifth Amendment privilege, but the state's giving you immunity. So
Hold
that
on. That sounds a little crazy too. So he said, so hell, at this point, the judge knew too. Shit. Because what the hell? That sounds a little crazy. Maybe I misheard what he said. He said, I don't plead the field. And he said, so, but you got immunity. Maybe I misheard it. I'm going to let it play.
so that overrides that Fifth Amendment privilege. They require you to testify.
Yeah, but the state don't know what they're talking about. So they ask me a question that implicate me, then.
Okay, they can't prosecute you on that. They can't. The order prohibits them from allowing them to use that testimony against you. That's what your lawyer, and I'm not going to get into any of the machinations or intricacies of what may or may not have happened in this case, but Mr. Melnick is a very seasoned criminal defense attorney. I've seen him over the past 2 decades. I'm sure that he's probably given you very, very good advice, but the state can't use that testimony. They can't kind of say, have it both ways, like you testify and then use that against you to indict you and prosecute you. Then we wouldn't have any faith that we need to have people come in and give testimony. So that's why they can't do that. They kind of can't go back on what they're going to tell you, So I signed the order. Now they've asked for immunity. I've signed the order. So basically, whatever you have to tell us, you'll tell us.
So this is my thing, because it kind of sounds like they all talking in circles. And I'm talking, even the judge sound like he's talking in a circle. Why didn't they just point blank just say, now that you have this immunity, you cannot plead the field. You either going to testify or you have to go to jail. Like, period. Like, they keep saying, oh, they can't do this, can't use this against you, can't do that. But you just asked him what he was going to do. He said he was going to plead the field. So send his ass to jail at that point. Like, I'm not understanding all this, like, circle talking after that. And I think that's probably what made the whole fucking shit confusing. Like, for real.
Say no more.
Do you wish to testify, Mr. Copeland? Is that no? You have to say no on the record.
Say it again.
Do you wish to testify?
He said I can tell him whatever I got to tell him.
That's
so I testify.
You will testify.
Yeah.
All right, sir. Okay. What we're going to do in just a second is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to call for our jurors. I will formally administer the oath to you. And then
so based on what the judge just said, Woody's saying he was going to testify. All right. So we got that point. Based on the judge explanation to him, Woody decided he was going to testify.
And then the state will ask you some questions, okay? And then you'll be cross-examined at some point in time by potentially some.
My attorney before, because I think I just said the wrong thing.
Sure.
And this is where I was going with it. Because I'm like, I remember seeing this clip. I don't think Woody really understood what the fuck the judge said at first. And I think he just caught on to that. Or y'all think, what, somebody gave him a notion or something? I just seem like, because he said, well, based on what he said, I'm going to testify. I think he didn't understand it. Like, for real.
I'll tell you what, why don't you step outside and talk to Mr. Melnick.
Now, my question is this, and this is why we about to ride this part out. The last thing Woody said before he got out the witness box, he said, I need to talk to my lawyer, okay? Because I think I just said the wrong thing. Now, the jury is not in there, and they're going on this break. Now, the other night when we did a YSL Live, we talked about how, shout out to infamous Sylvia, who be in the courtroom and does these lunch break recaps. And remember, in that recap from day 87, I showed y'all how she said that she heard him talking in a hallway about he just gonna go to jail, and ultimately he posted that on his story on Instagram, and she showed that on her phone, right? So I wonder from this point where he just said he need to talk to his lawyer because he thinks he said the wrong thing, to the point he gets on the stand, I want to know what happened in that time frame. So let's see. But so DJ or D Junior, I'm not sure which one it is. From how it's being put out by even Caleb Bumpus, it wasn't said or per se really an optional choice. It was you getting this immunity. We gave it to you. I don't think it was something like you either accept or decline. I could be wrong, but to my understanding, when Kayla went live with Woody, it was explained that he didn't have an option. He didn't want to testify. The prosecution needed him to testify. They got the judge to sign off on immunity since that ultimately was what he was worried about was being implicating himself in something. And that's why it's forced immunity because he didn't have to agree to it. It was just done. Now, if you're saying, right, if you don't sign, they can't give you time for not testifying. Okay, hold on. Let me do my homework on that real quick. I'll get right back to you because that's not what the lawyer forum said. So I'm going to do my homework on that real quick. All right, hold on. I'm about to. I don't want to miss that part. Let me see.
Don't go anywhere, okay? So DJ or DJR says Woody had to sign it, right? In order for them to lock him up. Said if he had a choice to not sign it, they wouldn't have been able to lock him up. So that's what I'm looking into while we're waiting for that to transpire. So hold on. He did it himself. That's why they can lock him up because he signed. Plus, if he wouldn't have talked to the investigator, he wouldn't be in the situation. Well, I definitely agree on the second part. But my thing is, as far as this, because again, it was on Kayla Bumpus Live that she discussed that it was forced immunity. He didn't have a choice. And when somebody tell me a person didn't have a choice, it to me would be it wasn't like it wasn't something they could decline. What the? Give me a second, y'all. I'm trying to find that line. Oh, did they turn in that? Hold on. I think they turned in a copy of that immunity agreement too, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. I thought it had an immunity agreement in this. Order compelling witness
Testify. All right, so they don't per se have the immunity agreement in there. They just have the order compelling him to testify. Has been properly subpoenaed to appear before the court to testify. It don't say nothing about him signing anything, unless they just talking about the subpoena. When did he say you signed it? All right, I don't want to hold up because we still got tea time Thursday to do. I'll finish looking into that, but it doesn't even say anything about him signing something. So I'm gonna confirm it. But that would be a good point. If he did sign it, why did you sign it? If that's the only thing that kept it from you being a witness or not. Because your case already been dissolved, all that. So I'm gonna look into that. Because like I said, I was under the impression that it wasn't an option to decline the immunity or not, that it was automatically. The judge said you signed it. It was in the fine print. Go back and listen to the judge. I mean, I'm talking about in the document. Like, I'm gonna, like, what, give me the timestamp. Did he just say it? And people misspeak all the time. So if it's a document, I would prefer to see it in the document. Because we done listen to like an hour of that thing. I could have sworn somebody had put out. I could have sworn somebody put that. Maybe I'm wrong, man. Never put out his immunity agreement. All right, I'll run it back later on because I can't.
Be honest with you. All right.
I'm not gonna be able to figure out what he said it. So, I'll have to put a pin in that and listen, because we didn't listen to like an hour and 35 minutes of this, and I don't know exactly where he said it. But to my recollection, I don't believe they ever specified if he had to sign. Because if I'm not mistaken, hold on. When he first got on the witness stand, hold on, give me a second. They asked him if he had a copy. Is that where he was supposed to have said you signed it?
They give you use immunity?
Yes.
Do you have a copy of it?
Because when a person said they give you something, like, so that's why
that brings charges in this case. And we have decided that whatever Mr. Copeland says, he will have immunity in this trial and in this the order 07. And furthermore, Your Honor, if Mr. Copeland does not testify, he could be held in contempt. We had that conversation with him as well, that he could be held in contempt if he does not testify, Your Honor. And so the state would ask that the order that the court has signed be honored, and that Mr. Copeland be compelled to testify and not insert his Fifth Amendment privilege and testify as a witness in this proceeding.
Can I respond, Judge?
Yes, you can, Mr. Miller. So, Mr. Malley, here's the thing. Your client can certainly advance his Fifth Amendment privilege against self-incrimination. I have signed the order under 24-5-507.
Is that what you heard? Because he said he signed the order. The judge signed it, forcing him to testify.
So I guess have you explained to your client the potential second and third order effects that could occur depending upon his decision?
I have, Judge.
Okay, all right. I guess the only thing to do at this point in time is to bring him in and determine whether or not he'd like to.
All right. So the judge said he signed it. If that's the part you're referring to, he said he signed the order. But I still, because Taylor does pretty good about responding to questions too. So I'm gonna send her a message and ask her about that. Just about was it something he had to sign? Because she should be able to know that. But yeah, I don't know if he had to sign it for real. But good question, or good point if he did sign it. Now, the second part to what you said, yeah, I agree. He definitely put himself in this situation. But as far as this immunity thing, I don't think he had a choice. I think they needed him because, again, he is the person that created the whole Rico, right? So they gave Woody the papers to sign. Really, they can't force it on him without signing. But how do you know they gave him papers to sign? This is the thing. They can force you if it's called forced immunity. You know what I'm saying? Unless I'm tripping. Like, you can assume he signed papers, but I'm not getting how you know they gave him papers to sign. All right, y'all, hold on. Because let me get this part through because Tea Time Thursday is starting. But like I said, I'll put a pin in it and get clarification on it. But it's a lot of documents that you technically don't have to sign. Now, I don't know about his particular immunity agreement, but it's a lot of legal documents that you technically don't have to sign, but you have to abide by. So, but we'll see. Like I said, I'll do my homework on that. Y'all, we're going to be wrapping this up in a minute because Tea Time Thursday is about to begin.
We'll go ahead and take your testimony, okay?
All right.
All right. What is it, Mr. Steele?
All right, so he came back and decided to go ahead and testify after talking to his lawyer.
Does our witness need to be excused? Yeah, sir, go ahead and stand outside, please. If you wouldn't mind, we'll call you in just a minute. All right, Mr. Copeland has left us. Yes, sir, what's your pleasure?
Good morning, Your Honor. Good morning to everyone. Your Honor, I would like the court to weigh in on this, please. I would like it now. That's why I raised it, but if you do it on a break, that's fine. I mean, whatever you want. But I'm citing to court two cases, if you don't mind. Franklin, which is Franklin, like Donald Franklin Samuel versus State. It's 166 Georgia Appeal 375. Yes, of course. 166 Georgia Appeal 375. It's in Division 2, 1983. Also Waldrop, which is Waldrip versus Head, like Bubba Head, and that's 279 Georgia. 826, that's Division 2. It's Roman numeral 2A, capital A. 620 Southeast 2D2. Oh, that's wrong. 829 2005. And Your Honor, what I'd like you to do is the state has stated today, and Ms. Hilton told me this last evening. I don't remember the time, but maybe 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, something like that. We had 2 telephone conversations. She said that she's met with Mr. Copeland and other members of the prosecution team. I asked for any notes that were entitled to exculpatory information under Brady. Ms. Hilton told me that there was one statement, and she emailed that to me and to everyone on the defense side. But Your Honor, I don't have any of the other notes. Mr. Copeland met with law enforcement on the January 11th of 2015. So God forbid the killing of Mr. Thomas is at 7:22 approximately, January 10th, 2015. By the early morning hours, I'm going to tell you about 4 in the morning, Mr. Copeland is on video, audio recording with Detective Thorpe. the next morning. So it's January 11th, 2015. And he made statements that he knows nothing about anything. Since then, he has made additional at least 5 recorded statements that I'm aware of, and he's made other statements that I have nothing on. Anything that, and he's been inconsistent. So anything that he told the state in this preparation would be inconsistent statements, which is impeachment evidence under Brady. And the state, I presume, will claim work product. That's why Ms. Hilton didn't give us any of the notes. But work product of the state is typically not subject to compelled discovery, except to the extent that such notes may be exculpatory and must be disclosed under Brady versus Maryland, which is 373 U.S. 83. Well, that's under Franklin. And then Waldrop versus Head says that work product doctrine gives way to the accused constitutional right to exculpatory and impeaching evidence under Brady. So what I'm asking this honorable court to do is order the state to produce all notes they had investigated. If they don't want to do that, I ask the court to get a copy of the notes in camera inspection and then meet with us ex parte so we can tell the court what we believe would be inconsistent statements, which is impeachment. That's why I brought it up to the court.
All right.
Your Honor, as I discussed with Mr. Steele last night, I turned over the statement that I believe was Brady, which was.
All right. So at this point, they have on record before the jury comes in that Woody is going to testify. All right. As we found out the other night, that during lunch break, right, or break, Woody is like kind of having a little spaz section in the hallway per infamous Sylvia, right? Also, today, when I was watching infamous Sylvia, she said that her and the reporter, right, that was part of the whole Trump text thing and all that, voting thing, I forgot his name, George something, was told not to record Woody getting arrested, right, prior to everything taking place. So my question is this then, right? As far as on the record, right, they have Woody saying he's going to testify. This whole fiasco is happening outside. They bring him in and allow him to get on the stand. Do you think it's the prosecution's fault to put him on the stand after the whole fiasco, or do you think it's not their fault? Like they couldn't control it, or they didn't know that was going to happen? Because that's the question. Because when we hold on. All right. So what we about to do, hold on. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna put a pin in it. We gonna reconvene tomorrow. I'm gonna have to do my homework because DJR had a good point. Did Woody sign an immunity agreement? And my question is this: if it does come out that he signed it, if his lawyer wasn't privy to it, will it remain valid? So I'm gonna do my homework on that. But y'all, we are about to start Tea Time Thursday. It's been a couple weeks since we had it. So I want to make sure y'all come and join us for Tea Time Thursday. Like I said, I'll be live again tomorrow for part 2 of what the hell is going on. And hopefully we have an answer, right? to what's going on with the recusal. Okay, so y'all hit the link that's in the chat and meet me over at Tea Time Thursday. I appreciate y'all. Good live, good conversation, and we back at it tomorrow. And like I said throughout the video, that's my opinion. And if you don't like it, guess what?
I'm like, fuck yeah.
Hold on, wait, before I go, y'all make sure y'all tap in with me to book your slot. A lot of y'all be hitting me up on Instagram and the email wanting to just talk about content, whether you're an up-and-coming content creator or somebody just got questions about cases or whatever. Book your consultation with me now. The information is on the screen. Hey, make sure you get your slot, because my slots be filling up fast. Remember me wearing a frown. Now it's the other way around. They mad because I made it out.
I took the hard way. I ain't asking a nigga for nothing. I threw the hard way. Hard way. Hard way. My heart to this day. I'm really with it. My feelings in it. So please, bitch, don't play. I took the hard way. I ain't asking a nigga for nothing. I threw the